Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something pretty incredible. It's a very specific, structured procedure called facilitated after-death contact. We're actually going to break down the exact steps using a transcript from a real session. So we'll see exactly how this guided meditation is designed to, help people try and connect with loved ones who've passed on.
So how does a guided meditation even attempt to bridge worlds? Well, let's get right into the nuts and bolts of it, the exact method laid out in the source material. We're going to follow this thing from the very beginning to the very end. And it all starts with this super important first step, getting your body and your mind ready for what's about to happen.
Okay, so step one, preparing your body and mind. It all kicks off with getting into a state of really deep physical calm. The whole idea is to just systematically get rid of any tension in your body. This is like laying the foundation before you can even start the mental journey. And how do they do that? Well, the guide uses a pretty well-known technique called progressive muscle relaxation. It's super methodical. You're basically told to tense up a muscle group, hold it, and then just let it go. And you do this step by step, all the way up your body. You start with your feet and legs, move up to your stomach, your arms, all the way to your forehead. The goal? To get every single muscle completely and totally relaxed.
All right, so once the body is totally chilled out, that's when the focus completely shifts. Now we're heading into a guided mental journey. Think of it as a path of visualization, designed to take you deeper into your own consciousness, to a very specific place in your mind.
So this mental journey begins with you picturing a staircase with 10 steps. The guide counts down 10, 9, 8, really slowly. And with each number, you imagine yourself just going down one step, getting deeper and deeper into that relaxed state. And right in the middle, around step 5, there's a pause, a moment just for gratitude, to really lock in that positive feeling.
And when you get to the bottom, what's there? A big, ornate door. And the guide makes it really clear this isn't just a door, it's a symbol, right? It's a threshold that's going to lead you to an even deeper level of your own awareness.
So you go through the door, and boom, the whole scene changes. You're now in this really peaceful, misty place, kind of like an early morning fog. And then, through that mist, a warm light starts to filter in, and it shows you a path to walk on.
You follow that path, and where does it lead? To this beautiful, vibrant botanical garden. And this part is really cool because the script goes all in on engaging your senses. You're meant to imagine the smell of the flowers, feel the warmth of the sun, see all the amazing plants. It's all about making this inner world feel as real and immersive as possible.
So after taking a moment in this garden, maybe crossing a little bridge, the journey comes to its peak. You arrive at a huge white veil. And when I say huge, I mean it's described as stretching out as far as you can see, up, down, left, and right. And this is where this quote from the source material really hits home. The veil is described as a portal to an even deeper state of consciousness that will allow you to sense what is always there. So get this, it's not a wall to break through. It's a doorway, a portal. It's meant to be the final step into a state of mind where you can perceive things that, our normal busy brains usually just filter out.
Okay, so you're at the veil. But before you go any further, the guide lays down some ground rules. Think of them as the 6 rules of contact. These are 6 core principles or truths that are considered absolutely essential for this whole thing to work.
Right, so there are 6 of these truths for optimal contact, and they're all about getting you into the right headspace. They're designed to frame your expectations and just open you up to whatever might happen next.
So let's look at these. They kind of move from the practical to the pretty profound. You start with number 6, release pressure on yourself and them, no forcing it. Then 5, talk to them as if they are present. Just act natural. 4 is key. Be open to subtle, unexpected communication. It might not be a booming voice, right? Then you get more active with 3, ask, intend, and pray for contact. And finally, the 2 big foundational beliefs. Number 2, know that after-death contact is documented and real. And number 1, remember evidence shows life continues after death. So you see, it's a whole framework, from letting go of expectation all the way to affirming the very possibility of it all. So, with those 6 principles set in your mind, the session moves into the main event. This is the heart of the experience, the healing visitations, the structured encounter itself.
And the setting for this is pretty epic. You're asked to visualize a massive amphitheater called the Hall of Truth. And you're not there alone. You're surrounded by what the script calls your spiritual team,
angels, guides, you name it. And get this, they have tools to help you. A screen so you can see things, speakers so you can hear, and even detectors to help you feel their presence. It's a whole setup.
Now, a really important part of this phase is something called the healing shower. It's a recurring visualization. You imagine this multicolored light just washing all over you. And the whole point is to cleanse away any pain, sadness, or grief. Basically, to get you energetically ready for the contact.
And this is where you really see how structured this whole thing is. It's not just some open-ended, see what happens meditation. Nope. It's broken down into 3 separate guided visits. Each one lasts about 4 minutes. This allows you to have really focused interactions either with the same loved one each time or with different people.
And check this out, because this is where those healing showers get really specific. It's framed as a kind of emotional exchange. The goal is to remove what the source calls lower energy emotions. You see them on the left: sadness, grief, guilt, blame, and then to replace them to instill these higher energy emotions on the right: gratitude, peace, enthusiasm, and love. It's a really direct attempt to reframe your emotional state right there in the middle of the meditation.
All right, so after those 3 visitations are complete, and after one final healing shower, it's time to wrap things up. The process ends with a very gentle, very structured return back to full wakefulness.
And just like how you enter the meditation step by step, the journey back is just as careful. It's a simple process. You're guided to prepare to return, feeling refreshed. Then you start to notice the chair you're in, your clothes on your body. You begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. It's a gradual countdown, bringing you back slowly until you're ready to open your eyes. It's a nice, gentle landing back into the room.
And that's the whole procedure. A really, really structured journey, from relaxing your body, step by step, all the way to these visualized interactions. It's a fascinating process, right? But I think when you step back from all the individual techniques, it leaves you with a bigger thought to chew on. What does a process this detailed, this methodical, really tell us about that deep human need to connect with those we've lost?